we're here at the press conference for the Hong Kong Sevens. The adrenaline begins here as it is the start of the Asian leg of the tour. And all too soon, it'll cross over to Singapore for the Singapore Sevens. It's going to be so exciting. Let's check out what's happening.
Mike Friday, USA head coach.
Marius Kuman, coach of South Africa.
It is very hot and humid both here in Hong Kong and in Singapore. And the boys are kind of used to extremities of weather conditions because we actually follow the sun on the World Series, which is one of the bonuses. But I think when you come to Hong Kong and Singapore, you have to be prepared for the muggy atmosphere and the environment. So we might have actually put some training measures in place when we were in base camps before we got here. But more importantly, it's about acclimatising very quickly when you get on the ground in Hong Kong, and then getting yourself used to the environment and being able to operate under fatigue in what is a very difficult climate to play in.
Yeah, South African team, we're based in Cape Town and we've got a water crisis at the moment, so that's great preparation for Hong Kong. But as Mike said, you come here, the guys are professional, you just climatize in the first 5 days. So for us, we didn't do anything special, but I think our natural climate helps us for this.
It's difficult to get ready for Singapore. I mean, the humidity there is relentless. We make sure we manage the time that we are outside for our training sessions. We do look to do indoor training sessions throughout the week to get a balance and a mixture for our tactical and technical work. We are fortunate the actual tournament itself is undercover, which helps and makes it more tolerable for the players to operate. But we just have to be very careful with how long we expose the players in the outside environment.
Yeah, I totally agree with Mike. It's all about player welfare. I don't think you can prepare for the climate because no one else has got that climate. But it's just once you're there, it's all about player welfare and your fluid intake.
South Africa, for sure. You get to Singapore, it's a tough climate, it's a tough environment, and Sevens is about who operates on the day. But South Africa are the most consistent team on the World Series and have been for the last 2 years. We've still got the kind of the flair of Fiji to worry about, but also you've got the resilience of teams like Kenya who thrive in that type of climate as well.
Yeah, I must say, obviously if you're looking at the log, then Fiji is up there, but if you look at upcoming teams, then you're definitely looking at America, who won the recent one, and they're looking, I think the future of rugby in America is massive. And then also Kenya, I think that's a team no one's talking about them, but they really up there. They're very, very physical, and they usually do well in Singapore. As I said, Kenya, they're definitely an underdog, but don't forget about Argentina. They've been doing well the last couple of tournaments as well, played in the final. So that's two teams that haven't won a title this year, but that you can really have a look out for.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I think, Kenya, the climate suits them. Argentina, they run their blood to water for one another every time, all the time, and they've got huge resilience, huge determination, and you need that type of mental aptitude when you are in a climate like Singapore, which makes Singapore so different to every other stop around the world. We're used to having back-to-back legs, and I think it's important that there are 2 legs in Asia because it makes the game truly global. And it allows us to spread the game across a huge geography. And I think Singapore has all the right attributes as a location, and is another focal point for Asia to come and watch the game and participate in the game and enjoy the experience of the World 7 Series.
I think and Mike and myself in our playing days, there were actually more tournaments in Asia, so we played in Kuala Lumpur and Singapore back then as well, so the players actually enjoy it. They could add another one, so the players actually enjoy it, and as Mike rightfully said, we're used to playing back to back, and Singapore, it's a beautiful country, so just Hong Kong, players are always happy to go out there. Yes, look, Hong Kong, it's more of a party atmosphere, whereas I think Singapore caters for the whole family, but that's the beauty of Sevens. Sevens caters for all countries, big and small, and that's why there's no more favourites. Any country can win it, and so Sevens and all caters for everyone. big, small family party. So that's a great thing about Sevens.
Yeah, and I think the players like different experiences around the world. So yes, Hong Kong's the party town and it's the blue ribbon event. But when you move to Singapore, you get that different lift. The lift of the kids, the smiles, the faces, the voices, and the real family environment and the family atmosphere that you get inside the Singapore stadium. And that for the boys is just as important. You know, they love and they look forward to mixing with the kids and seeing the smiles on their faces, signing their autographs, signing their shirts, taking their selfies, and just sharing the moment with the next generation of rugby players. I mean, Singapore just ticks all those boxes. Come and support Team USA at the Singapore Sevens.
Come support Team South Africa at the Singapore Sevens.